por delante para llegar a esta gran final. Vamos con las semifinales. En el lado azul tenemos al rey del backdoor y el jefe final europeo en este torneo. Mi amigo, tu amigo, el amigo de todo el mundo. xPeke. Y en el otro lado, aterrizó en la competición como uno de los favoritos y ha sabido mantener las expectativas, Es una leyenda y lo quiere demostrar también en este 1 contra 1. Uzi. Mucha suerte en la final.
Okay, best of 3.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, exactly. We need to give some space now. Now we're into the serious part of the 1v1 mode. Peke did say he has a couple of champions prepared. I wonder if he'll wait to use those till after the first game.
I mean, he's praying,
or just come right out of the gate with it.
He's praying that Nasus is left open. I think that's your best approach.
I mean, if you say you have something special prepared, Nasus has been like on the ban list the entire tournament. I don't know about that being too special, but yes, the E Max Nasus that a lot of people have been talking up, even building AP for a decent amount of people. We'll see if Peke is going to use that or if it will be even more spectacular.
Okay.
All right.
Looking for a team kill.
Yes.
Gotta leave your teammates behind.
It's a good problem to have, to not have any of the enemy team left to fight because so many of your teammates have been going far.
I mean, as a tactical leader, maybe looking at the future under the assumption that Smet goes to the finals, maybe xPeke I should just send Uzi.
No! Take a fall?
Take a fall?
No way!
Bend the knee, xPeke!
He would never. Let's see though. Yeah, you can tell he's taking it serious. He's getting those 80 carries out of there. That is the first step versus Uzi.
He's also in the zone. That face is one of
oh yeah, that's a serious look. The smoldering Spanish eyes.
Don't fall in love, Kobe.
Exactly. Thankfully, he's not looking at the camera.
Yeah. He's staring at the screen. That's the only thing preventing us from
saving everyone.
Yeah. No giant swoon for xPeke. All right. 380 carries out on the left side. Mage is banned on the right side. What a surprise.
What a surprise. Uzi already hovering more 80 carries, though. Yes, there are plenty more for him to choose from.
He's like, I got Lucian, I got Kalista. Kennen is actually left open. And that's actually a good pick into 80 carries. Really beneficial trade pattern.
You know, as Reckless was showing as well, Reckless obviously very close to Peke, and they were practicing a lot. We heard so many rumors about Reckless is waking up early. He's playing 1v1 matches over and over and over.
Just left some more.
Oh! That's good. You get a B+ for that one. You're moving up the rank.
Moving up. There was a Ryze hover. I think that may actually be it for xPeke because it's a really strong champion into 80 carries. And I think xPeke actually has a chance here.
I think it's a very... he definitely has a chance. I really do like the strategy as well. Bush control pretty easy on this map.
I want to see
if he can get over to the side.
I want to see almost a cleanse rather than an ignite, because I feel if you're Ryze, you get rid of the exhaust, or even you just go for a barrier, dude. There's so much predictable damage inside of Varus.
Yeah, I mean, barrier definitely is high value because it's pretty easy to predict a full trade and get the maximum shield's worth there. But as you're talking about the cleanse, I'm reminded of all these like Darius games where they're going to like ghost cleanse and stuff, and it's possibility to get multiple values out of that by cleansing off multiple things. I was thinking it would be pretty good for the 80 carry in this situation as well.
To get out of the Ryze,
if you get rune prisoned and exhausted and ignited, and you get the 3-for-1 on that cleanse, then
you're riding the struggle bus.
Feel pretty good, you know.
Probably want to stay away, honestly. One thing I hope we see, and I don't know if they actually practice this, in 1v1, it seems counterintuitive to skill your ultimate as Ryze, but we can't forget that you can port the minions. You can stand on your minion wave, port it under the enemy turret, deny him a full wave.
We were trying to theory craft all of the like oddball things you could do in 1v1, besides just straight up, you know, try and kill the other person. Ryze teleporting the minions definitely is one of them. We'll see how tricky he does get.
All right, xPeke is running his AP armor page, Magic Pen, flat health, and then 26 ability power. since he's playing Ryze, he's going very heavy on the offense. 12-18-0. No Resolve Tree. Not looking for any tankiness. Just going pure on damage.
Is going to go for that mage style. Look for the kill. Look for the all-in. Probably not the CS, but, you know, we say that, and he got a CS, almost a CS victory previously on Cassiopeia, so...
I mean, we joke around it a lot, but he's just a fantastic legacy player, so he can definitely...
He's a god. Yeah, all around.
Yep.
What a god.
One of the more popular players as well.
I mean, he is one of the oldest players in the game as well. Let the crowd take over and catch this one, though.
Rallying behind him. All right, Uzi getting early access to the wave. Really good E-trade. That's what you want to do. Hit all the range creeps and your opponent. That auto attack cost him a little bit for minion trades, so that's not too great from him. He wants just to get the push early.
Yeah. Also here from the Ryze, you want to try and spread that flux. The ideal situation would be go through minions and then hit Uzi, but Uzi good positioning on the side. Peke now be able to get both there and just going to try and clean up the CS as Uzi lands a little bit of harassment.
It's really hard to CS with Ryze under the turret on this map, so that is definitely something that's going to keep Peke down. Uzi, he gets level 2 first.
Yeah, at the early level 2, he's going to have complete control of this minion wave. And Peke, you know, while it is a little bit not exactly what he wanted, it's still fine because his plan is going to be to go for that all-in kill. And he's not going to have to worry too much. As long as you get enough CS to be competitive in items after your first purchase.
Yeah, definitely. So we're learning about the CSing every time one of these melee creeps hits the turret. You think, yeah, it's going to live. Nope.
Yeah,
dies by
different tower damage is actually super annoying.
Because these guys are trained thousands of games of League of Legends in turret habits. Even when small tweaks get made on 5v5, you start struggling. Uzi threatening. Whenever Peke wants to go for a CS, he's eating auto attacks in return, even though he's spell CSing.
Yeah. I mean, you guys talked about before earlier when we saw a bunch of Varus. He's got multiple spells to harass you in between trying to get CS. So there are a lot of options for Uzi to be going for harassment.
And that's a dangerous thing Uzi did right there. He went for the auto walkout, and as it hits, he's no longer in turret range. If xPeke can answer with a snare there, that could spell Uzi's demise if he's not extremely careful. But however, in that harass pattern, he just messed up all his melee creeps again. Loses 3 CS here, so slowly dwindling and falling behind on the side of xPeke.
Yeah. I mean, he did get a spread there on the spell flux. That's what we were talking about.
But every time that happens, he's kind of ruining his own minion wave.
He's going for the all-in really early here.
Reduced health, like barrier is suboptimal. xPeke backs out.
All right. He traded 2 summoners for 1 there is the key, though. Even though xPeke's got him on the ropes, this is the reason why we keep saying, oh yeah, Uzi, he's so cool in these situations. He's not panicking at all. Holds on to the extra summoner. Now he's got exhaust. And that with the Ryze looking for an all-in means Peke pretty much has to wait until both summoners come back off of cooldown. So probably we'll look for him to wait for another purchase and then the second round of double summoners.
Yeah, look at xPeke. He doesn't want to base because this wave will be fast pushed by Uzi. He knows he can't trade in this massive minion wave versus exhaust, so he finds himself in a bind. He was hoping that the Ignite healing reduction on that relic would be enough, but Uzi, so calm and collected. He just always knows stuff. Even though the barrier wasn't ideal, he traded it instead of the exhaust. Obviously, the shorter cooldown.
Yeah.
Now Peke looking for a reset on this wave.
Woo,
got there.
I have to say, I mean, Double have talked about as well. I mean, as good of a player as you can be. Like, you can be a top-tier player and still trying to lane against Uzi. Especially Uzi knowing there's no junglers available to influence the matchup is just very intimidating.
And you see what he's doing, so we need to follow what he's doing exactly. It is stepping forward every time you go for a CS, stepping backward every time he goes himself for a CS, keeping that sustain up with the Warlords.
It looks like the steps are so simple for him as well. He's like, step number 1, his whole focus was on getting control of the minion wave. As soon as he got a single minion advantage, he immediately transfers into harassment mode, and he's firing auto shots in between the spell harassment at you to keep you off of the minion wave. So there's almost no chance for you to get control back, and doing such a good job.
Yeah, and he's approaching level 6. Uzi will get a combat skill point right there with his ultimate, which is really valuable against the Ryze, especially when you get Rune Peasant, so he can at least walk away from the second part of the engage. Peke cannot skill his ultimate, so on level 6, there will be another advantage towards Uzi.
Yeah, and I think that xPeke, excuse me, is still... Yeah, not Stixay, he's across the Atlantic, pretty far away. But yeah, Peke, he's still waiting for the double summoner timer, so I feel like we have time to remain calm and just wait until he's able to go back for probably another purchase before he goes for the all-in as well.
I want to see PeKe hide in the brush, warp to the relic behind Uzi, cut off the escape, and then go all-in, but it may already be time for this one all-in that we're waiting for.
Testing the waters there, maybe. They do both have potions, so sustain is definitely there. Yeah, I got a little word there. I was like, just before I say he's going to wait for double summoners, he goes all in!
Now waiting. That's one exhaust down. So close to the barrier for Uzi. PeKe has the kite. He has to dodge the next arrow. Nope. Makes you wonder, Kobe. Should he perhaps have waited for these double summoners? And this is a best of 3. The way you lose the first game will impact the way you play the next 2 as well.
Did we just see PeKe bend the knee, Crepo? Now I'm wondering about other things.
Yeah, maybe
I
just,
feel like it was pretty obvious. You need to wait for your double summoners to come back up.
Like, Uzi, hold the sword. I'm just going to walk into it.
A great leader, knows how to use good underlings, basically. Yep. And if he's sending forward Uzi as his champion.
So as we were walking to the replay here, guys, Uzi obviously is winning this straight. Uzi unplugged his keyboard and his mouse stood up, and the referee had to walk over and tell him, hey, it's the best of 3. It's not over yet.
That's what it was. PeKe just giving a false sense of hope in the first one.
Yeah, we're looking for Uzi to get his peripherals back in there, so we'll be a little bit slower heading into the second game. We can see him like he's right behind the camera, so basically he's about 10 meters from us, yards.
Yeah. It's much better to have that reaction than to forget your peripherals, though, because I have done that before, and forgetting those, especially as a programmer, is the worst. So at least he's got that ingrained in him. Every time you stand up, going to take those with you.
Yeah, they're so used to just like every time they're done with a match, okay, unplug, we're done here. But they're setting up for the second game. I wonder what the strategy is going to be for xPeke, because he technically could win this matchup if he plays it better. I think he took a bad trade. He CS very poorly under turret, but it doesn't mean that Ryze is a bad pick into Varus.
And he wasn't that far behind in CS, right? It was just the early lead that Uzi got. He pretty much kept that lead and kept control of basically a whole wave. But yeah, there still were multiple windows that PeKe had there. I do think he might switch it up, though. And I hope he switches it up because he said he had something special. And if you have something special and you lose 2 games in a best of 3 before you show it,
not that special.
It's not that special.
We're waiting for maybe xPeke goes a little bit on tilt and says, you know what, I'm going to play Olaf or Darius and just level 3 all-in champion.
Is it tilt or is it genius, Crepo?
Genius. I mean, if Uzi wins the entire thing, I think we can call xPeke the puppet master.
Yeah, definitely, right? The mastermind. It is all about using the resources available to your whole team, thinking big picture for the greater good.
Team ice before all.